NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
Come dine with us, come dine today. If you could use some real good food, there's a place not far away. If you could use a drink or two, or a place to go and play, come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
Good morning, Newcastle, and welcome. Hopefully you have that first cup of coffee. It's Thursday and the 23rd of June, and this is your NewsWatch News Briefs. Now, we got quite a bit of information in from the governor, and you know, I have to give an editorial every once in a while, and unfortunately, Governor Tom Wolf, you're not really paying attention to what's going on. This is a liberal agenda hidden by a little misnomers and facts. His first press release is funding for our schools is always and continues to be a top priority of the government's administration. Okay, and he talks about the budget, and he's really pushing for the school budget. Now, I'm going to come back to that and tell you why that could be a good or a bad thing. Then the governor goes on with his next press release. The governor's position on HB 1948 remains the same. He will veto the legislation if it reaches his desk. Below are remarks from his press conference with advocates earlier this year. It's a bad bill for Pennsylvania, and we can't afford it. But unfortunately, the governor was remiss in telling you what HB 1948 is. Okay, here's the facts. HB 1948 deals with abortions. So the governor was hiding what he said, in my estimation, below 2 large letters and 4 numbers. Okay, here are 10 facts that they state with HB 1948. It's an anti-science. Well, it's really not an anti-science. They're wanting an extra ultrasound so you could see the baby's face if it opens its eyes. That by criminalizing pregnancy termination at 20 weeks. In other words, once you go past 20 weeks, which I might add is 5 months, that's over half the term, the baby's starting to do certain things. There are no exceptions for fetal anomaly or rape. Okay, can maybe look at that. Basically, he tried, and I'm not going to go through the rest of it, he tried to hide what that was in that press release. The next thing is to participate in the innovation program to address treatment for opiate addiction. Once again, just say no. I don't care that MIT did the report and every other thing that he's got in here. The bottom line is drug abuse is a crime. Those that abuse drugs need to be arrested. Fact. Sorry. He went on KDKA to talk about the budget, and he says he can do it without broad-based tax increases. Well, from that standpoint, not too bad, Governor. Probably not a bad move. Then he says, it goes on, the Department of Human Services modernizes language about individuals with intellectual disabilities. Listen, We don't need to change words to be politically correct. I talked to them in Harrisburg, and I am a lot more a conservative than the Washington Outsider. The bottom line is this, okay? If you're going to approve a budget and increase funding for schools, make sure it goes for books and the equipment to run the school more efficiently. Let's not continually try to make people more dependent on the government and expand the welfare base. When looking at these press releases, I don't know how I grade them. As the stuff coming out of Harrisburg, I felt that it was important to do an editorial on it. And, sometimes you just got to do what you just got to do. And I'm not buying this opiate thing that he's going around doing. Balance the budget, fund the schools, but make sure it's for equipment. Let's not have an increased amount of money go to the IUs. It's just wrong. They pay on labeling kids, and they don't get the right information anyway. Now, we're going to be back with a lot more local news right now.
Butts Flowers and Gifts offers top quality flower arrangements and gifts for any occasion. The pros at Butts Flowers and Gifts provide exceptional customer service, and each bouquet is hand arranged. Stop in and check out their wide selection of gift baskets and plants. They provide flower delivery service locally to Newcastle, Bessemer, Edinburgh, New Wilmington, West Pittsburgh, and across the nation. It's Butts Flowers at 120 East Washington Street in downtown Newcastle. Call 724-652-7727 or toll free 1-800-443-7726.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give them a Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.